If, on the other hand, we want to do what the polluters have been urging us to do, which is to treat the planet as if it were a business in liquidation, convert our natural resources to cash as quickly as possible, have a few years of pollution-based prosperity, we can generate an instantaneous cash flow and the illusion of a prosperous economy. But our children are going to pay for our joyride, and they're going to pay for it with denuded landscapes, and poor health, and huge cleanup costs that are going to amplify over time and that they're never going to be able to pay. Environmental injury is deficit spending. It's a way of loading the costs of our generation's prosperity onto the backs of our children. And one of the things that I've done, and that all the waterkeepers are constantly doing, is to constantly go around and confront this argument that an investment in our environment is a diminishment of our nation's wealth. It doesn't diminish our wealth. It's an investment in infrastructure. The same as investing in telecommunications and road construction. It's an investment we have to make if we're going to ensure the economic vitality of our generation and future generations. Now, the greatest challenge or the greatest crisis that we're now facing as a globe is the crisis of global warming. The greatest challenge that we have is how do you use and deploy and extract and mobilize energy in a way that does not compromise the aspirations of future generations and doesn't harm our own generation and particularly the poor across the planet who shoulder always the disproportionate burden of environmental injury. And we're living today in a science fiction nightmare in this country where my children and the children of most Americans, including every child in the state of Wisconsin, can no longer engage in the seminal primal activity of American youth, which is to go fishing with their father, mother in the local fishing hole, and then come home and safely eat the fish because somebody gave money to a politician. If you go home tonight, look at EPA's website, the federal EPA, and this has been on there since even during the Bush administration, you'll see a report by the Harvard School of Public Health that shows that that ozone and particulate emissions from coal-burning power plants kill 60,000 Americans every year. That's 20 times the number of people who were killed in the World Trade Center attacks, but not just once, year after year after year after year. Thank you all very much. Thank you.